Hi, Bob for Bob's Movie Reviews here, and today is our weekly DVD giveaway. First of all, I'm going to be reviewing Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter 3D. If you saw my video yesterday, I actually didn't get a chance to check out all the editions of this, or the special features, or any of that stuff, so sometimes I do this, I'll just only talk about the movie. I'm also going to talk about the 3D. I try to always review the whole edition, but I ended up working almost 50 hours this week, so I really didn't have time to check out everything. I like to be more prepared than that, but I really wasn't. And then if you stick around to the end, I'll tell you how you could win a free DVD, so make sure you stick around. So, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. When I first heard of this movie, I've mentioned this many times before, but sometimes you have to say things a couple times because you don't know if people have seen these your previous videos or not. So I was doing a preview of movies coming out in 2012, and I saw the title, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. And I'm like, what is this? This just sounds like the most terrible movie ever conceived. And I thought that for a long time, and then I found out I don't know exactly, I've never done my homework on it, but it's based on a book or a series of books, kind of like a Harry Potter, not the books like Harry Potter, but kind of the same type of thing where they turn the book into the movie or whatever. And I was still like, whatever, it's a teenage book, or what, who cares. And then I started seeing previews, and I was like, that movie really doesn't look that bad. And so I try to pick up is that right? I try to pick up as many 3D movies as I can, just because I like to check them out. I got a 3D TV, so why not use it? People really like to hear about the quality of the 3D movies. They want to know, are they worth buying? What's the deal? Because they are usually considerably more than the regular versions. So first thing I want to talk about on this one is the 3D. The picture quality, a lot of 3Ds. You notice a big reduction in picture quality. Now, I didn't watch the regular Blu-ray, but the 3D quality or the picture quality on the 3D was really good. I really didn't notice a whole lot of anything to complain about in the picture quality. Some really nice special effects, but as for the overall 3D, I really didn't notice anything that to me stuck out as being like, wow, that's great 3D, or to me, I feel like the regular version is probably more appropriate for this movie, probably going to look better and be more enjoyable. It's really not worth the extra money for 3D. I think I picked this one up for $15. I mean, why not? But otherwise, I probably wouldn't worry about picking up 3D. I'd just go with the 2D Blu-ray. Now onto the movie. Obviously, this isn't really based on Abraham Lincoln's life, but they do tie it into Abraham Lincoln's life. Like, they tie in actual events, and this basically takes place from when he's a child till when he's going to Ford's Theater. Obviously, we know what happens then, but it doesn't actually go that far. It just ends there, which is weird because I thought that this was based on a series of books, so I thought there would be a sequel. Again, I'm not sure because I haven't really looked into it, but so it starts out with him as a child, and he's like friends with African Americans, and they around people who don't think they should be slaves, but people are taking them, the African Americans, and I'm not sure if they're making them slaves. I mean, I know what they're doing, but I don't know if they ever really say. And then you fast forward to him meeting this guy, or his sorry, I'm not making sense here. His father gets killed by a guy, or his mother gets killed by a guy. That's what it is. His mother gets killed by this guy. So he's later, maybe 20, 18, 17, I'm not sure. They don't really get into it. He's out for revenge. Well, what ends up happening is this guy's a vampire. So from there, I mean, I don't want to give away everything of the movie, but he basically becomes a vampire hunter. He's trained by this guy, and he kind of breaks the guy's rules a lot, and there's a twist with the guy, and there's supposedly America's being overrun by vampires, and stuff of this nature. what I really liked about this movie was there was some great action, some really great action, and some really great special effects. Basically, everything in the movie looked really great. But I thought, and I was surprised, I was looking at the runtime, it's only 105 minutes, so not even 2 hours, but some parts felt really long, and they got to a lot of talking, and blah blah blah. It gets a little boring. So I think that brings down this movie a little bit, but obviously, if this is aimed at your teenage group or whatever, you know, I don't think this is really a movie necessarily targeted audiences, men, you know, middle-aged men or whatever. I don't think this is your target audience, especially from Tim Burton. You know, he's kind of a little different. But overall, I really did enjoy this movie. I thought it was pretty good. I thought the guy playing Abe was pretty good, and I think it's definitely worth one checking out. Like I said, it does get a little slow in some parts, but so for final score on this, I'm gonna give it a 3, just because I didn't love it. I liked it. I definitely didn't hate it. So it's right there in the middle. It's not like one you gotta see. It's not like a favorite or a hit, but it's definitely worth checking out. If you had any reservations about this, if you're like, oh, this is a girl movie or a kid movie, or I don't even know what you might think this is, it's definitely worth checking out. But like I said, don't pay the extra for the 3D. It's just not even worth it. So first thing I want to talk about for the giveaway, and all the rules will be down below in the description. But last week's winner, I'm a Real Goonie, asked for Hollywood Homicide. Well, the funny thing is, I bought Hollywood Homicide to give away months ago, and nobody has ever asked for it. Now, they had Taken 2 came out, and my dad was planning on picking that up, and I was like, he was going to buy it on DVD. He's like, it's not worth $2 to get the Blu-ray. I was like, whatever, it's stupid to buy the DVD. And I was like, I'm going to buy the Blu-ray anyway, so don't even bother. And then I was like, oh, Best Buy's doing their upgrade and save, so I'll trade in a DVD, get the Blu-ray for $15. And then he gave me $10 towards it, so I only had to pay another $5. So I picked up the Taken 2 Blu-ray, right? Well, I was thinking, I'm like, man, I don't have any DVDs laying around. I was like, I got this whole stack of giveaway movies, and nobody has ever asked for Hollywood Homicide, so I will go ahead and trade in Hollywood Homicide. And then, of course, what happens? You want Hollywood Homicide. Well, I'm going to give you my copy. No big deal there. My dad has this movie. I could probably replace it pretty cheap, so I'll definitely go out looking for it. But, I mean, it only cost me a couple dollars to replace it. So you get my copy of Hollywood Homicide. And remember that if you would like to be entered in next week's drawing, that you need to leave a comment saying that you want to be entered. You don't necessarily have to ask for a certain movie, but comment saying you want to be entered, and you will need to watch for my shout-out plus DVD giveaway video for January 24th, which is next Thursday. And this is what I have available, and I'll do it again in the video so you can say what you want. But I got a used copy of Another Stakeout on Blu-ray, and I'm really surprised because everybody was saying they wanted this, and then nobody even asked for it in the end. Sucker Punch used on Blu-ray, and then these are all brand new sealed copies. Night at the Museum DVD, 2 copies. Dark Knight Rises on DVD, Iron Man DVD, Fast and Furious DVD, King Kong DVD, Batman Begins DVD. Anyways, that's it. If you enjoyed this, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.